This video is not your 10 steps to greatness. This is not your inspire to aspire motivational talk. This video is going to get you to start doing. So, from the topic, you probably have an idea of what we're talking about. So, if you're here and you fantasize about a life that you want for yourself, or you just like to daydream about it, but maybe you're like, can I actually have this life? Can this be my reality? And you want to begin to take steps to ensure that you have that dream life, then welcome. This video is for you.
My name is Oluwaseun Usidame. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
So before we go into some things I'm going to, pinpoint, let's give like a bit of an introduction and foundation. I don't know about you, but I like to fantasize a lot. Hey! See, the next 20 years of my life, I have lived it already. I feel like I'm currently living the years of my life where I'm probably in my 60s and 50s currently. That's where I am because I've lived my 30s and 40s so much. I have an idea of what I want that life to, look like. And every step I take, every decision I take is geared towards the life I'm trying to build for myself. And I'll be very open with you guys. When I had the idea, this is not the first time I'm having this kind of idea. But if you've ever followed my introduction, especially on Instagram, go and follow me on Instagram if you are not. Right. Aside from putting my handle here, there's a link in my YouTube description. But please follow me, Oluwaseun Usidame. It's the same thing as my channel. You see an introduction saying my name is Oluwaseun Usidame. I'm a young Nigerian mom, passionate, blah, blah, blah. And I talk about empowering women to live their dream life. If you want to hear it, go and watch my YouTube. Yeah, it intentionally did not say it. I intentionally did not say it. So there's a part that says empower women to live their dream life. And sometimes, I don't want to call it imposter syndrome. Some people have described me as being bold, right? I don't really see it that way, but I take it. Do you understand? Right. But I dream, if I may use that description, pardon that narrative, but I dream a lot. And I'm like, God, I'm still in the phase of dreaming. What do I want to come and tell people about living their dream life? But I also believe that there are people like me who are dreaming, right? Or who haven't started dreaming. We may dream one day, but there are probably people like me that are dreaming and out there looking for ways they can make their dreams come true. And I feel like my channel is like a growth journey. A lot of people tell you how they've done it. But this channel is going to show you how we are doing it. We are all going through it's like, okay, this is the phase that I'm at. We are two people currently at that phase, and we are growing together to get to where maybe the people we admire are already at. And of course, there's a place of listening to people that have gotten there. But I also think there's a beauty in listening to people that are currently in that dirt because they are the ones that can relate. Do you understand? To it and tell you, see, I found out this thing. It's like, okay, today you're going to pass an exam. What do? You read with people that are also trying to pass that exam. The people in your class, you're not in the same, you're not in primary one, people that are in primary six. That's not how, learning works. So let's say we're all in primary one trying to go to primary six together. So we're all in class together looking for how we can achieve our dream life, looking for resources, the knowledge. What do we need to do to ensure that our dreams are a reality? And from my little gathering of knowledge from studying, listening, hearing, I feel like this be an inspiration from God above all, because I assure you, this video is supposed to be out on a Saturday morning. I don't know when you'll be watching it, but I recorded this video as a Wednesday evening. This is probably about 4 p.m. that I'm recording this video, and I assure you that as at the beginning of this week, as a Monday, this was not what I had in mind to record. So this, I believe, is a message from God to all of us, because I'm also learning. So yeah, we're in for a ride. I hope now learning this, because I also have a comment that this channel is not for everybody. So if you fall in this category, I welcome you with all my heart. And if not, we hope one day you'll be a part of the dreamers. You see, I don't know if you really pay attention to the lives of people. I pay attention to successful people. And if you notice, successful people are surrounded with successful people. And some of them, most times, the people they are surrounded with are not just people that blew, in quotes. There are people that they've been together for years and they all grew together into that journey. And I think it's so beautiful. So I'm very intentional about the people that are around me now. I'm so intentional about the people around me now. That's why I'm eager to see those that will follow this channel, because it shows that you're just like, man, it shows that in the next 20, 30 years, you are going to be the people who admire. Do you understand? We are all going to get there. So, okay. enough of the rambling. Let's now go into why we are here. How do we get to live our dream life? If you're interested in living your dream life, the first thing I'm going to tell you is find your purpose. Find what God will have you do. It may sound cliche. Maybe that's not what you were expecting as the first thing. And how does that have to do with living your dream life? You see, my pastor, Apostle Manuel Aaron, will define purpose as, and I'm not going to get it right. I've tried to look for it. I didn't find as that one thing by which you must succeed at wherever. So, just to paraphrase it, that one thing that you must succeed as, that every other thing in your life is dependent on. That's your purpose. And now there are a lot of books, materials, sermon. If you Google purpose now, you have more than enough resources. So I'm going to leave you to do a bit of research, because the truth is, if you're someone that wants to live your dream life, wake up call. You have to be someone that likes to look for knowledge. Yeah, you should be open to getting knowledge from everything and anywhere. Right. So if it's something you're struggling with, maybe it's a time for you to push yourself, because if you're going to live your dream life, you also need to leave your comfort zone. Now, I'm going to leave you to find whatever material, any books or any message that speaks to you on purpose. Because I don't want us to take, because I mean, like I said, there's so many books. People write an entire book. People can take an entire month just to teach on purpose. So it's not something I can exhaust here. But everybody has got to that point and they say, what was I created for? And you know the painful thing is, a lot of us are living life based on what we're just supposed to do. See, think of someone you admire. Take a second to think of it. Please intentionally think about that person. And one of the things you admire about that person is in line with what they actually do as a person. There are so many people I admire, and I assure you, it's not the every other person you admire. I'll give an example, which everyone talks about, is Tunde Onokoya. It's very interesting. I try to pay attention to beyond what everybody is seeing, and sometimes find out more about that person. It's very interesting. Anyway, I'll talk about that. Tunde Onokoya is doing so much by playing chess. I don't know if you ever sat down to think about that. What he's doing, the great work he's doing, is not being a doctor. If your purpose, and please, it's not to downplay whatever your purpose is, but I'm trying to let you know that sometimes where you're supposed to find yourself may look like something so small, something so not meaningful, because a lot of us are looking for the big things. All of us want to be tech bros. All of us want to take center stage. And don't get me wrong, there's a place for it in your purpose, but you'll be surprised that sometimes finding your purpose comes in the most seemingly smallest, tiny, almost insignificant things. And it comes from staying in the place of God. Because like they'll always say, you do not create yourself. I think we can all agree that. You did not create yourself. Somebody created you. And who better to find out what you are, like what your purpose. For example, if I created a chair, the chair cannot tell me what it was created for. The chair can serve other purposes. I can put my clothes on top of the chair. Maybe when I get home, I'm tired and I just dump a lot of clothes on top of the chair. But that's not the main purpose for which it was created for. So because you have the ability to do other things and excel at it, doesn't mean that is your purpose. Some of us, see, I still think it's my part. I said I think 9 out of 10 Christians, and I was saying 9 out of 10 people are living beyond their potential. And I agree that, see, I won't lie to you, chasing your dreams is hard. Yeah, they are going to, if you speak to anyone that, as in quote, make it, because let me tell you the truth, no, but everybody is still growing. Your Ibuko Awoshika, why she not sat down in her house and relaxing? Is it not so recently they were at Dubai doing the women's conference? Why is she not at home sitting? Because you're on a forever journey. That's another thing you need to understand. It doesn't stop. Sorry to burst your bubble. You are growing, you are evolving, you are on that journey of discovery, and each time you are, living your life. So yes, you're a successful banker, you're a good tech bro. You are, for example, I'll use myself as an example. I am a chartered accountant. I need to be saying that more often because I worked hard for that thing. But it took me about 8 years from university to writing ICANN to working 8-9 years of building myself to be a career person. I've always I'm not going to be a career person, but to be a chartered accountant. Only for me in about 2023 to fully drop accounting, because for over a year now, I have not in any way practiced as an accountant and pick up a skill I never knew I had. I have never seen myself as a creative because I've always been a numbers girl. Even my English is not so great. People that know me know. To show you that I've never seen it as my strong point, but the Lord asked me to. I just kept hearing when I was pregnant, YouTube channel. And I'm like, me? Like, See, if you know me, I'm not one that gets to post. See, people that know me, it's very possible that my wedding anniversary, you will not see me post on my WhatsApp status. On my birthday, and I may not see. This to know that sometimes if I don't post on your birthday, it's not personal. Like there are some things that I'm trying to let you know that I'm not someone that wants to post on social media, even things that truly matter. Naturally, I may not want to do something like that. So being seeing me show up consistent, like I show up literally like every day. Right? It's something beyond me. It's not something I'll have sat down to have thought of on my own accord. And I'm trusting God because I'm still in the journey. We're all in the journey where I'm trusting God. So I could have, and I remember when God is great. I remember one of the times where the Lord was leading me onto when He was preparing me. I'll use the word prepare. I remember God told me, and it was when I've done it. I've talked about how I resigned twice without a backup job. If you go down, it's the first video I ever did. How I resigned twice without a backup job. I spoke in detail on my journey about that. When the Lord was asking me to leave my 9 to 5, and He told me something. He said, Sean, if you don't leave, I won't love you less. I assure you, God told me you will do well in this career because the truth is, there are some laws in life that will apply whether or not you engage God. If you are hardworking, you will reap the fruit of your labor. Do you understand? I'm hardworking. I'm not a lazy person. I'm quite smart. Actually, no, I'm not dumb. If you give me work and I put my best, you will see good result. Do you understand? God told me that if you continue on this path, you will succeed. You keep getting promoted. Because I wasn't doing badly. I was also a people person. Do you understand? Right? You do well, but you will have missed out on what I could have done with your life. God told me. Said you will do well, you excel. People may even see you and say, wow, but what I could really have done with your life, you would have missed out on it. And I mean, we know how the story ends, right? So just because you're excelling at it, just because everybody is doing it, just because it's the new thing, doesn't mean you have to do it. Find where, and there's also nothing wrong with picking new skills. You're not supposed to be a lazy person. Do you understand? There's nothing wrong with saying, oh, it seems like I like to bake, or I'll be interested in learning this. That's nothing wrong. But please never lose what your purpose is. Never lose that one. Because the truth is, if you are serious and you are diligent, that one purpose will birth so many things in you. I mean, nowadays we see pastors that are pastors, filmmakers, singers. In our maybe parents, you're a pastor, you're a full-time pastor, and I believe it's the move of God in this age and time. And you see some people that you tell them action, they tell you that there are so many things. So it's possible. Don't feel like purpose will limit you. No, purpose has the ability to birth so much if you submit yourself to it and submit, God's plan and God's will for your life. The next thing I'm going to talk about is be audacious, be bold. And I can sit and talk and talk and talk about this, right? And again, there's so many materials on being bold, being courageous, but there's a Bible verse that sits so well with me. And in Women in Fellowship was even our Bible verse all through last year. It's Joshua 1 verse 9, where it says, be strong and be courageous. Do not be afraid or dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. It's such a comforting verse to know that whatever I am, whatever situation I am in, I can be courageous. And another thing about being audacious is that it starts from the little things. There's another person I admire, Alma. The lady that attempted, breaking the Guinness World Record of visiting all 7 continents within, I think she wanted to do 64 hours. I mean, you can Google her, right, in case you don't know her. And I've been following her even before she broke the Guinness World Record. She tried to break it. I've been following her, and I remember there was a time she made a post about how she wanted to go and make her hair. She was about to actually catch a flight, and while she was waiting for the flight, she did one of the most audacious things, was to go and make her hair, right? And then I made a comment in her post saying that if you want to, I think, achieve or something about your life, you need to, like, being able to sorry, I'm just scrambling. Let me get my facts together. What I'm trying to say is being able to make bold steps starts from the little steps, right? So it starts from you're about to catch a plane, and I'm not saying you should do it, right? And maybe you have like an hour, 2 minutes, and there's a hair salon, and you're like, oh, let me go and make my hair, and then hurry back to go and catch my plane. You start from those little bold steps of, I think how she started was, I have about 200,000 naira in my hand. Let me go to Togo and see what is there. And from there, she realized she wanted to travel the world. It starts from those little things that will now make her one day wake up and say, I want to travel 7 continents. Does it make sense? Because sometimes some of us think, oh, you're just supposed to glow. And it's the same way success happens. You build. And I'm see, this video is for myself before it's for you, I assure you. Because I'm also telling myself, because it's very difficult to know that you have so much potential. You've dreamed so much about this life and you have to build. But the truth is, no one got to wherever they are just by appearing. You would, oh, some of us, when we listen to, I was saying, it's not the Isiaga also that was saying that he did a video where it was showing him working, like, taking a video or something. And then the caption was, Isiaga is just lucky. And that's the funny thing about most of us. We see these people and we call it luck. We call it chance. And there's a place for that. Even the Bible says it. That is not by him that willeth, but in him by runneth. Chance and time happiness. But I also tell you the secret. Because if life doesn't meet you prepared, you won't last long in that thing. It's not a cause. You will crash. Because where you are coming to, there's a level of preparation. There's a level of building. It's like you're trying to build a building and the foundation is not strong. No matter how much that building looks, no matter how beautiful it looks, it's going to come a time where it's going to come crashing down. Because that's why if you ever see a skyscraper, right, they can spend more than half of the time. Let's say I'm just paraphrasing, and if you're into building, you can let me know. But I know that just the foundation alone can take months because of how high the building is going. And a lot of us don't know that. That in order to get to the big stage, you need to have built. You need to have built. But like I said, we're talking about being bold. And I'm taking this because I'm not telling you to wake up on morning and be like, so yes, I'm going to resign my job. First of all, ensure you heard from the Lord. Right. But it's good. And the truth is, the Lord asking me to resign my job was me first taking a bold step. He was preparing me for something. Because the second time I had to leave my job, it was easier to make. And any other time the Lord has asked me to do something that seemed, a bit big, that seemed bigger than me, I wasn't too afraid because I could, the other steps I've taken had prepared me to an extent. And I know that the more I go, the more bold in quote that I have to be, the more audacious. Ha! Have you seen people take it? And again, I'm not saying wake up and just decide to just do anything. Don't be calculated with your risk. No, there's a place of being audacious, being bold. It's you analyze, you look at it, and I mean, above all, let the Lord lead you because. I really don't know how to say it in a way that will make you understand because I don't want people to come and start doing crazy things and say, she also said I should be bold. No. There's also a way of working with wisdom. You are not so because we even see in the Bible, people have taken audacious, stupid decisions. Yeah. There are people that have done stupid things that no one asked you to do. The Lord was not in it. So it's very possible to take a very foolish yet audacious and bold move. So yeah, I think just the balance. I'm not asking you to be stupid or to be foolish. Why did I just say it like that? I want you to be wise, but I also want you to leave your comfort zone. Yeah. I remember speaking to a friend this year and she was saying that she just sensed that she needed to leave her comfort zone where she is. She has gotten so comfortable. And the truth is, see, let me tell you something. To build capacity, you need to stretch. Eh? Stretching is a painful part, but it's that stretch. There's a Bible verse that I love. I've come to really fully love and understand. And it says, rejoice when you go through trials and tribulations, right? Because, I mean, it's very, sometimes we need to read the Bible in context. What do you mean by rejoice when I'm going through trials? Someone ever come to you, pouring their heart out, saying, I'm tired, I'm frustrated, I'm overwhelmed, I'm just done, I don't know why. And, imagine you finish ranting to me and next thing I do is, oh my God, like I rejoice. Have you seen people jubilating when their team scores a goal? And I rejoice in that manner. You would think I'm mad. But that's what the Bible is telling you to do. Rejoice when you go through trials and tribulations. For it's an opportunity for you to build endurance. Endurance, then character. And character and your confidence for preservation. I recently had a trial and tribulation in quotes. But when I overcame it, I really fully understood that verse. So now my perspective towards hard times has changed. It's easy to say, oh, eh? It's easy. Like I said, I'm saying this thing to myself as I'm saying it to you guys. Right? But I think when you have that consciousness of, and the Lord has been helping me, I've been a bit more intentional about having my joy even when things are going hard or things are not going the way I want, and just knowing that this is about to build something in me that cannot be broken. So don't be afraid to take bold steps. Take out fear. Sit on the word of God, pray, meditate. But if you want to live your dream life, I so much assure you, being bold, being audacious is something you need. My last point to anyone that is interested in living their dream life is prepare, train, prepare, train. You see, I remember there was a time. So one of the things I dream about, because I know, yeah, the car, the house, but something I also really dream about and I want for myself in the next 20 years minimum, right? At least 20, we're working with, let's say, next 20 years, is to ensure that I am the healthiest version of myself mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Yeah. And I know that if I want to do that, I'm not going to wait for that time. It needs to start now. I need to start building the habits. I need to start building the because the truth is I'm not trying to look for a quick hack. I'm trying to build a lifestyle. I'm finding a lifestyle is something that it's a part of it's your life. It's your life, literally the way your life is styled. So it's something that needs to come natural to me. Something that even on my bad days, I should be able to be comfortable in this life I've chosen for myself. I remember in my fitness journey, that's why I tell people that I'm not on a journey of trying to lose weight. I'm trying to be the healthiest version of myself. It's a lifestyle. It's not. I was it yesterday. I was thinking that my fitness journey started from 2018, and I think it was just last year I hit a good breaking point or started seeing good results, and I'm testing different things to see what works for me. And if you speak to people that are fitness gurus, you see that they're always trying new things. Like I keep telling you, see, no one that is an expert in something sits back. Everyone is still growing and evolving. Fitness people are always trying new things, exploring, new ways, trying all sorts with their bodies. Do you understand? All right. So I'm trying to build a lifestyle. Mentally, how do I want my mental state to look like in the next 20 or 30 years? What do I need to do now to ensure that in the next 20 or 30 years, I am not depressed and I will never be depressed? I don't have a constant state of being overwhelmed because some of these things, a lot of us have embraced it as our norm. Why? Why do you like being in a negative state? Do you think constantly being joyful is impossible? The Bible that says be full of the Spirit, be joyful, do you think it was a joke? Do you think the Bible did not mean it? All right. If I want to continually be full of joy, be full of love, be full of peace, be full of patience. What are the things I need to do now? If I want to ensure that spiritually I can pray and read my Bible every day, what habit do I remember someone saying, as a mom, she shared a video of her training her children in the way of the Lord. And I love that she said that, see, if you want to be a mother, that your children will know the Lord, it starts from when you were single. And maybe you're single and you didn't get it. See, let me tell you something. Whether you're 30, whether you're 40, it's a good time to start. I remember I saw a quote of someone saying that, oh, I'm currently, let's say, just to give an example, I'm 40 years old and I'm thinking of going to law school, but I feel like I'm 40. And the person said, you see, in the next, last quiz, I'll be going to law school. I mean, starting getting a law degree. I think it's about 6 to 7 years. If I'm wrong, don't be angry. Calm down. Right? Let's say 6 to 7 years. President said that whether or not you like it, in the next 6 to 7 years, you are going to be 47. So you are either going to be 47 with or without a law degree. It's all up to you. So okay, yes, you're watching this video. You've not started, and start now. Do you like? It's really that easy. I love. I don't know if you also follow Salem, right? That talks about how sometimes they set goals at the first month of April by 9 a.m. There are times. What happened to the 31st or the 22nd of April by 4 p.m.? Do you understand? Like, what happened? Why are you waiting for 1st of January? What happened to 6th of January by 5 p.m., by 11 a.m. to start? What is so spectacular about any other time? Do you understand? So, and your dream life is not going to come to you as a shock. It's not, yes, chance at time happening to every man, but it meets those that are also prepared. If not, like I told you, it's like a foundation that was not properly built. It will come crashing down. There's no house. It gets to a point, you'll be tested by fire. And fire will show how strong you are able to stand. So if you're trying to build something that will last, do you understand? Because it's not just enough to have money. Can you sustain the money? See, some of the things I'm saying, some of you may not really make sense to you now. It's good. That's why I like YouTube. In the next 5, 10 years, this video will still be here. Maybe that's when it will make sense. And it's okay. Because the truth is that some things that make sense to me now that didn't make sense to me a few years ago. And I'm sure that there are things that make sense to me now that will make sense to me in another few years to come. But I assure you that this video is going to really help you. Because it's helping me. If it's not helping you, it is helping me. Do you understand? So, like I said, the points we've listed is: one, find your purpose. right? Be audacious, be bold, and prepare. Start from now. I don't know what I give an example of an area of my dream life that I'm trying to work towards, and how I've started preparing now. I've started putting the things in place that I want for myself now. You best know what you want for yourself. You want to be the top finance person. What are you doing now? What are the top finance people supposed to look like? Right? I remember that the God that you serve is an excellent God. He ain't mediocre. Read your Bible. God, excellence, I give him. What? See, let's not even go to there, because that can be another video on its own, right? So know that God is excellent, God is extra, God is magnificent. So it's okay to want to aim high. You can do it. Plan, take it a step at a time, and I assure you in due time you'll be able to get there. Whew. I'm sure this video has helped you. This video has taught you something. This video has opened your eyes. Like I always say that if I was creating content for just myself, I would be blessed. I think like if I was making my video just so I would go back home, edit, upload, and sit and watch. I assure you I'll be blessed. But I mean, this is for all of us. I don't want to talk too much in the outro, but please remember to subscribe, like, share, drop a comment. Maybe there are also other videos that you think we need to talk about. There are other things. I assure you, I'm working on so much for you guys on YouTube. Like, I had about, should I tell you guys? I don't feel like I should tell you guys, but just know that behind the scenes a lot of work, goes on to this, a lot of intentionality, goes on to this. And the greatest joy I can get from this is people watching my videos and tell me, wow, your video helped me to be better. Your video, I mean, helped me see, for example, in this video, your video helped me see my goals differently. Your videos, those are the kind of things, I want to hear. And then, like I said, in the next 5-10 years, we are all growing together. We're all living our dream lives, living lives, fully living purposeful lives in Christ. That will be my greatest joy and greatest satisfaction. So share this video to somebody. Share this video to your friend. You don't want your friend to succeed in life. Bad belle. Yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.